Hi, sweetheart. Hi, Grandpa Birch here. Hey, I've got another story time for you. This one is the Berenstain Bears. Bless our Gramps and Gran. Oh my, Grandma and Grandpa. Rain, rain, rain. It was a gray, raining afternoon in early September. Brother and sister and Honey were playing with their Noah's Ark playset. All the rain gave them the idea know about Noah and his family, and the animals from the ark were spread out on the rug. But the rain was still getting the cubs down. They looked about as dull and dreary as the weather. Oh my, it's raining. Is it raining where you're at? Why so gloomy? Asked Papa. I thought you'd still be excited from the start of the school last week. And that reminds me, said Mama. Don't you cubs have homework to do? Aw, Mama, groaned Brother. That's why we feel gloomy. All we have to look forward to is homework. Homework and more homework. But Halloween will be coming up pretty soon, says Papa. Not for nearly 2 months, groaned Sister. Papa looked at the calendar. Did you know that a very important holiday is just a few days away? He asked. Which one is that? Asked Sister. Grandparents' Day, said Papa. We never heard of that, said the cubs. It's right here on the calendar, said Papa. Sure enough, the very next Sunday was Grandparents' Day. Grandparents' Day always falls on the Sunday after Labor Day. Can we celebrate Grandparents' Day with our own Gramps and Grandma? Asked Sister. Good idea, said Mama. In fact, we should start a new bear family tradition. Let's celebrate Grandparents' Day every year, starting this year. The cubs were thrilled. They wanted to do something to show Gramps and Gran how much they loved them. But what? They had lots of experience with Mother's Day and Father's Day, but they never done a Grandparents' Day before. Can we give them flowers? Can we mow their lawn? What can we do? Why don't you think of all the ways Gramps and Gram are important to you? Suggested Papa. That may help you get some ideas. Well, said Brother, I love it when Gramps takes us fishing. He always baits our hooks for us. And I love it when Gran takes us on nature walks, added Sister. She knows the names of all the birds and the butterflies. Oh my! They are good things, said Mama. What else? Gramps plays checkers with us, said Brother, and he's not very good at it. We always beat him. Oh my, they always beat Gramps. I wonder why. And Gran plays cards with us. And Sister, she's not very good at it either. We always win. Gramps plays the banjo and harmonica, said Brother, and he can whistle Yankee Doodle through his nose, said Sister. Gran bakes us cookies, cakes, and pies, said Brother, and she lets us lick the spoon, said Sister. Yum! It's said Honey. Yum, said Honey. The cubs thought of more special things about their grandparents. Gramps makes toys and models for us, said Brother. He can build a ship in a bottle. Gran knits sweaters and scarves for us, said Sister. She can even make dolls and doll clothes. Didn't they make your whole Noah's Ark set for you? Papa reminded them. Yes, they did, said Brother. Gramps made the ark, and Grandma made Noah and his family, and the animals, said Sister. Did you ever think about what happened to Noah and his wife after the flood when they left the ark with all the animals, their sons and their sons' wives? Asked Mama. No, said Sister, puzzled. What happened? They became grandparents, said Mama. That's right, said Brother. Everyone was having babies all over the place. Papa nodded. God told them to be fruitful and increase the numbers. Fill up the earth again. And that's just what they did. Maybe we could write a story about Noah and his wife and all their grandchildren for Gramps and Gran, said Sister. And we could give it to them right after church on Sunday, said Brother, on Grandparents' Day. What a great idea, said Mama and Pops. The cubs set to work. Mama and Papa helped them learn about Noah's family in the Bible. It turned out Noah and his wife had 16 grandsons. What about granddaughters? Asked Sister. Didn't they have any granddaughters? Well, said Papa, the Bible doesn't mention it, but I think they must have all had granddaughters. Without granddaughters, they couldn't multiply. The cubs made a big book with pictures of Noah and his wife and their sons and wives and all the 16 grandsons. They gave them 16 granddaughters too, just to even things out. Brother wrote the names of the grandsons next to each of them. Sister and Honey gave them names to the granddaughters. Noah and Miss Noah. Noah's sons and their wives. Joseph, Ham, and Shem. Man. After church on Sunday, the Bear family visited with Gramps and Gran and gave them their gift. Gramps and Gran were delighted. Isn't this adorable, said Gran. Look at all those grandchildren. Here are Noah's 16 grandsons, said Brother. They're just like me. And here they are, all his granddaughters, said Sister. They're just like me. Me too, said Honey. Grizzly Gran studied Noah's granddaughters. Did Noah really have granddaughters named Betsy, Chris, and Millie? She asked. Never mind about that, said Mama, laughing. What's important is you have grandcubs who love you. Happy Grandparents' Day, said the cubs, giving Gramps and Gran a big bear hugs. Thank you, grandcubs. And Gramps hugging them back. We may not have as many grandchildren as Noah and his wife, but we have 3 of the very best grandkids ever. And that is the end of the book. What did you think of the Berenstain Bears? Bless our Gramps and Gran. All right. Bye for now. And remember, Grandpa Birch loves you.